Assalamu alaikum. Welcome all to Easy Human Anatomy channel. In this video I discuss why patella tend to displace laterally. The femora is separated at the hip joint by the width of the pelvis, but the lower end of the femur from the knee joint which is placed more medially. So femur is oblique to manage the width of the pelvis. The angle of inclination of the femur helps to do this. What is angle of inclinations of the femur? This angle is formed by the two lines. One line is passes through the neck, another line is passes through the shaft of the femur, and this is the angle. This angle is 120 to 125 degree, and in elderly person it is 120 degree. The female pelvis is more wider, that is why the angle of inclination is less in case female but more in case male. The thigh directed obliquely but leg are straight, and patellar dislocation tend to occur in the lateral direction, partly because the direction of the pull of the quadriceps muscles is slightly lateral to the mechanical axis of the limb. So patella tend to move laterally. Another angle is also responsible for the lateral displacement of the patella. The name of the angle is Q angle. So what is Q angle? Another two lines from this angle. One line is passes from the anterior superior iliac spine to the midpoint of the patella. Another line from tibial tubercle to tibial tuberosity to midpoint of the patella, and angle is formed here. In case female, the Q angle is wider, and in case Q angle is predisposed patellar dislocation. The increased Q angle increase the lateral transverse force, and which leads to lateral patellar dislocation. The Q angle decrease may not shift the patella medially, but could increase the medial tibio-femoral contact pressure by increase the varus orientation. How lateral displacement of the patella is prevented? Number 1 point. This is the condyle of the femur. This is medial condyle, this is lateral condyle. The anterior portion of the lateral femoral condyle is more expanded and projected anteriorly, and this prevent the patellar dislocation laterally. Number 2, the medial patello-femoral ligament. This is the medial patello-femoral ligament. One attachment is the medial portions of the patella, another attachment in the femur, and it stabilize 53 to 67% give stability. Dislocation, it is also the several ligament. It is one of the several ligament on the medial aspect of the knee. You see there is another ligaments present in the medial aspect of the knee, but this is the main ligament which prevent dislocation of the patella. So this is the attachment of the medial patello-femoral ligaments. This is the attachment where the tibia, the place between adductor tubercle and medial epicondyle, and another attachment is the medial portions of the patella. The main function is prevent lateral displacements of the patella, and you see from this view, this is the medial patello-femoral ligament. Medial patello-femoral ligament is primarily static resistance to lateral patellar instability during the first 20 degree of the knee flexion, and this ligament is almost always torn with patellar dislocation. Number 3 points. The extensive attachment of the vastus medialis at the medial side of the patella, and the pull of the vastus medialis is prevent the lateral displacement of the patella. There are different part of the vastus medialis, and this is the vastus medialis longus and this is the vastus medialis obliquus, and this obliquus muscle is attached with the patella, medial border of the patella, and it is mainly responsible for patellar prevent patellar displacement. The weakness and dysplasia of this muscle increase the risk of dislocation. Its specific training play an important role in maintaining patellar position and limit injury to the knee. Weakness of the vastus medialis also cause the patellar lateral shift at 0 degree to 15 degree of the knee flexions. Weakness of the vastus medialis is thought to be an important factor causing patellar subluxation and dislocation. Patellar dislocation. The patellar dislocation account for approximately 2 to 3% of the knee injury, and acute dislocation tend to occur relatively equal in male and female. The injury tend to affect young and active individual, with adolescent female and athlete as higher risk. You see, the active years is related with patellar dislocation. The patellar dislocation occur most common in the second and third decade of life. Habitual dislocations are characterized by the painless dislocation every time the knee flex, which is usually as a result of abnormal tightening of the vastus lateralis muscle and iliotibial tract. The normal anatomical variations such as patella alta, high positions of the patella in relation to the femur, and trochlear dysplasia, the lateral condyle of the femur is not well developed. The anterior position is less, sometimes is less than the medial condyle of the femur, and which causes patellar dislocation. The ligamental laxity is more commonly seen in female and secondary to the connective tissue disorders such as Marfan syndromes and other congenital anomaly which causes lax ligaments, and it causes the patellar dislocation. Muscular imbalance, partially weakness of the vastus medialis oblique, also play a role in patellar instability. Congenital dislocation can also occur most commonly in patients with Down syndrome and result with small patella in combination with the hypoplastic condyles, and typically require surgical intervention. So this is all about patellar dislocation and why patella tend to dislocate laterally. If you like this video, please press the like button. Please share this video. Please subscribe my channel and support my channel, and who already subscribe my channel, thank you very much.